Hey guys, in this video we're gonna be checking out the top 10 best soundbar that are available on the market for their true quality. I made this list based in my personal opinion and hours of research and have listed them based on popularity, quality, price, durability, user opinions and more. If you want to see more information in the updated price, you can check out the description below and also make sure subscribe for more reviews. Okay, so let's get started with the video. Starting at number 10, we have the Sonos Arc, the premium smart soundbar. At the risk of sounding too sensational, the Sonos Arc embodies everything Sonos is about. It's incredibly easy to set up and use, it provides great sound, and it seamlessly incorporates itself into your larger network of whole home Sonos sound. With all of that packed in, it would have been easy for Dolby Atmos to be an afterthought. Quite the contrary, as it turns out, the Arc uses up firing drivers to recreate Dolby Atmos sound, and while it doesn't completely blow you away, the execution is incredibly effective. The Arc adds a solid sense of 3D space to action-oriented films like Avengers, Endgame and Ford vs. Ferrari, bringing the sounds of roaring cars and interplanetary battles to life in stunning form. Like the Sonos Playbar before it, you can easily expand the Arc's home theater capabilities by adding other Sonos speakers as surround satellites, and it's magnificent, if very expensive, Sonos sub to fill in the low end. It's also a smart speaker, with your choice of Alexa or Google Assistant to help out with tasks like, Alexa, turn on the TV, or, Hey Google, turn up the volume. But what really pushes the Arc to the top of our list is how versatile it is for non-TV listening. The Sonos app gives you an incredible amount of control over the Arc, and any other Sonos speakers in your home, as well as streaming music sources, whether it's a playlist from Spotify or a track buried deep in your personal music collection. The universal search feature makes it a snap to find. Did we mention the Arc is also an AirPlay 2 enabled speaker? For Apple users, this is a much better option than Bluetooth, as it preserves more of the sound quality. It's worth noting that unlike some soundbars on this list, the Arc does not have any HDMI inputs. So when you connect it to your TV's HDMI Arc port, you will be losing an HDMI input on your TV. For those with only one or two video sources, this isn't a problem, but others may have to make some tough choices, or buy an HDMI switch. If you don't mind spending a bit more money, the LG SN11RG is a better pick if Dolby Atmos is your top priority, since it includes rear-up firing height channels as well. But we've given the Arc the win here for everything else it offers, and the far more affordable price it comes in at. That said, you can't go wrong with either bar. They're both going to instantly improve your movie nights, and bring the content you watch to life in remarkable detail. Right now, the VIZIO Elevate is probably the closest competitor to the Sonos Arc. It actually provides better Dolby Atmos immersion thanks to its included surround speakers, but it costs $100 more, and can't touch the Arc's impressive streaming music and multi-room audio capabilities. Moving on, at number 9, we have the Yamaha Audio YAS209BL soundbar. It's hard to beat a bar as versatile and feature-packed as Yamaha's YAS207. It really is the total package. But Yamaha added some impressive upgrades for its latest model, the 209, including Amazon Alexa built-in. These improvements, along with all of the other features we loved about Yamaha's value-leading soundbar, make it the perfect complement to a reasonably priced 4 Kelvins television. In fact, one of the only features this bar doesn't have that we wish it did is Dolby Vision HDR pass-through for its extra HDMI input. It only supports HDR10, but at this price, that's not unexpected. When it comes to sound quality, the YAS209 is just like the 207. Extremely impressive for the money. The bar boasts clear treble and deep, growling bass, with a warm mid-range to boot. It also features 2 dedicated virtual surround modes that emulate taller, wider surround sound images. While these modes aren't quite as immersive as Dolby Atmos or DTS-X, they still provide a bigger, more comprehensive surround sound experience from a simple soundbar setup. Throw on an action movie and the sound effects will fill your living room, or use the clear voice mode for slower, more dialogue-heavy scenes. It doesn't matter, because this soundbar will deliver solid performance no matter what you send its way. The bar supports both Dolby Digital and DTS Virtual X, though the latter tends to add an icy touch to the sound. It can also double as a Bluetooth speaker for streaming music from your smartphone, or get even better sound over Wi-Fi with features like Spotify Connect. The Yamaha YAS-209's big sound profile comes from surprisingly compact components, with the soundbar itself easily disappearing on your TV console. In fact, most people probably won't notice the soundbar at all. The included wireless subwoofer is equally demure, allowing you to tuck it away behind your screen. Yamaha's YAS-209 is an excellent upgrade, offering more features in a stylish yet subtle device that will provide a handy and handsome accent to your setup. Want another excellent option at the same price? JBL's Bar 5.0 Multibeam is a compact, single-speaker soundbar that can do virtual Dolby Atmos. It doesn't have a dedicated subwoofer or the YAS-209's voice assistant option, but its HDMI input supports 4 kelvins, Dolby Vision pass-through, and it works with AirPlay, Chromecast, and Alexa for a superb choice of connections. At number 8, we have the Bose Smart Soundbar 700 Premium Bluetooth Soundbar. For years, Bose has tried to stay neck and neck with Sonos in an endless race of wireless smart speaker standouts. The Soundbar 700 is the perfect alternative to the Sonos Arc for those who aren't fussed about having Dolby Atmos. Bose makes up for this omission with music reproduction that truly impresses. With tracks like Beck's Hyperspace and The Who's Pinball Wizard, the Soundbar 700 displayed its ability to add depth to the music, and to project that sound all across the room it's situated in. It's such an experience, that the untrained ear might not realize that this kind of sound is only coming from a single speaker. Yeah, it's that good. Its music capabilities don't detract from what it can do with a Dolby Digital 5.1 surround sound movie or TV soundtrack. The same immersive vibe that the Soundbar 700 creates with your tunes works as well or better when the on-screen bullets start to fly. You can stream music to the Soundbar 700 over Wi-Fi, as well as Apple's AirPlay 2 and Bluetooth for Android devices. It can also be added to a family of wireless speakers for a multi-room music experience, in a very similar fashion to the whole house system that first shot Sonos to stardom. The Bose Music app has its share of quirks, but the Bose Soundbar 700 has compatibility with music services like Spotify, Apple Music, Amazon Music, Deezer, and several others, with the option of controlling your music from any of those audio apps directly. At number 7, we have the VIZIO M-Series 5.1 Home Theater Soundbar. After testing the VIZIO M-Series soundbar for a month, Bowman recommends it for anyone who doesn't want to spend a lot of money, but who is interested in a full home theater experience. The subwoofer and soundbar connect wirelessly, but the tiny side speakers have to connect via audio cables. He especially enjoyed the dual stereo mode, which had such immersive sound that sound effects feel like they are creeping out of the back speakers, while the dialogue comes directly out of the soundbar. For anyone with a small space that isn't conducive to speakers behind you, VIZIO has something called front surround mode. Line all the speakers up beside the TV and they create a virtual 5.1 system, which Bowman found to be very convincing, if slightly less immersive. The soundbar can also connect to a smart speaker, so you can control your smart appliances and smart home via the soundbar or the VIZIO remote. At number 6, we have the Samsung 2.1 Soundbar HW-R450. Video editor Travis Weir recommends this soundbar, which includes a separate and surprisingly delicate subwoofer. The essential feature here is the subwoofer. He says, normally it's extravagant, overbearing in modest spaces and insufficient in big, lofted living rooms unless you let a pro audio service turn your pockets inside out. He says, but the HW-R450 has quality of life things that I like. The remote is weird enough to stand out in the pile, the Bluetooth is reliable, and the subwoofer is small enough to fit inside my entertainment center. Why do we put it there? It's dead center to our sofa, and resonance goes through the furniture rather than the floor, saving us a cranky knock from the folks downstairs. At number 5, we have the JBL Bar 2.1 Deep Bass Soundbar. Audio-visual and acoustic consultant Alexander Mayo of the Arup Group really likes JBL's 2.1 deep bass bar. The perfect soundbar for me is aesthetically neutral, can pair with a subwoofer, and includes Bluetooth for easy music playback from a mobile device. The JBL Bar 2.1 deep bass hits all of these points while leaving behind some of the simulated surround processing of its rivals, which are hit or miss in execution. Mayo says. Though it lacks some smart features like Alexa or Google Assistant, Mayo says, it more than makes up for that in the bass response of the subwoofer and is priced very competitively for those looking for an upgraded experience to what the built-in TV speakers can provide. At number 4, we have the Monoprice SB200SW Premium Slim Soundbar. Two-channel systems include a subwoofer, which adds deep bass that the smaller soundbar just can't handle. These are good for situations where, instead of the entire dynamic range of a full surround setup, you just want Call of Duty or Terminator to feel that much more alive. If all you need is a small speaker to improve your overall sound quality beyond your television's built-in speakers but don't want to spend a lot, a basic unit from Monoprice or VIZIO can be purchased for less than $150. Waldrop says. He recommends the Monoprice SB200SW bar, which connects via HDMI, Bluetooth, and optical and coaxial inputs. It also includes a separate 30-watt wireless subwoofer. At number 3, we have the JBL Bar 9.1 channel soundbar. X Records founder and author Mark Waldrop's favorite soundbar is JBL's Bar 9.1. It comes with a dedicated wireless subwoofer and 2 satellite speakers that carry discrete surround channels into your listening room. He says, those satellite speakers are also interesting because they are completely wireless. Attach them to the soundbar to charge, and when it's time to watch a movie or a football game, you can set them up behind you, where they'll last for up to 10 hours. It delivers theater-quality sound, Waldrop says. At number 2, we have the Yamaha YAS 109 soundbar. Sound engineer Nicholas Radina is frequently asked what he uses in his personal life. Eschewing pro equipment, I strive to keep it simple at home and gravitate toward brands I use often. He says, a brand I trust day in and day out is Yamaha. He loves the YAS series of soundbars, particularly the YAS 109 as a great, affordable entry. Or for a little more money, the YAS 209 adds an easy-to-deploy subwoofer. For those looking for a slightly fuller sound, he says, his tip. Put the sub in a corner to take advantage of the boundary effect, which will give a nice, free loudness bump to your low end without needing more power or larger enclosure. And finally at number 1, we have the Sonos Beam Smart TV Soundbar. 2 of our experts recommend the Beam, and Welch likes it as an alternative to the Arc for setups that are tight on space. Although it's not going to get you quite the same depth of sound as the Arc, Feinberg says the Beam sounds very good and really serves a purpose for those smaller or budget-oriented needs. Audio-visual and acoustics consultant Matt Mahan of LSTN calls the Beam his personal pick. Along with the sound quality, he likes how the speaker can be connected to your phone over Wi-Fi instead of Bluetooth. That way, when you want to use it to play music, you don't have to worry about the signal dropping because you walk too far from the speaker. Plus, he says, it's dead easy to expand to add a Sonos subwoofer and satellite surrounds. Thanks you for watching guys, I hope you liked this video. If this video is helpful to you, please make sure like, comment and subscribe. If you have any question related to this product you can leave a comment down below. I will get back to you as soon as possible.